All right, welcome in. I don't know what happened. I thought I was live. I'm up here just chatting away, and it's nothing. So, welcome in, everybody. Good to see you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Prayer Shawls with Purpose. I am Kelly from Kelly's Crochet Adventures. For those who may not know from my other channel, but I just thought I'd come out here and have a good old time and just share in the space of prayer shawl. So I'm glad that you are here. So thank you so much for coming in. I do appreciate you. Feel free to come on in, bring in all the wonderful things. We're working on a blessing blanket today. And also, I'm excited to share with you a devotion from this book. It's called Prayer Shawl Ponderings. And I'm excited to share that with you today. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Janet Egan, honey. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Listen, I'm up here live streaming. Janet, I'm over here just chit-chatting away. And I'm not even live. I was thinking I was live. Girl, just pray for me. It's just been that kind of crazy for me. But I pray you are doing okay, that you are doing well. Today, I am, I do have some things to take care of later on, but we won't get into all of that. I'm gonna go ahead and put some lotion on, and we'll get ready to share with you a beautiful devotion today. Is that all right? And we'll sing a little bit of something. Let's sing a little something, huh? How about Come On in the Room? I know we sing Come On in the Room sometimes, but most times. But I love that song too. But I'm putting some lotion on because we're going to get jiggy with crochet here in a little bit. I always put lotion on when I crochet. Yeah. You can always find lotion that's perfect for you. Some lotions be too oily or whatnot, or maybe too much. But this is perfect for me. I like this lotion. It's a thick, creamy lotion, and it works pretty good. It's a lotion my husband got from like a farmer's market, and it's really great. I love it. I believe he got it from a farmer's market. I think that's what he did. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into it. So let's sing. You ready? Here we go. Come on in the room. Uh-huh. Come on in the room. Hey, hey. Jesus is my doctor. Mm-hmm. He writes out all of my scriptures. Uh-huh. Gives me all of my medicine in the room. Woo-hoo-hoo. Come on in the room. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and get into the devotional part of this time. We almost done with this book, but I got another book to share with y'all. So it's all about prayer shawls too. So we're going to get into this one. This is talking about diversity. Diversity. Okay, let's see what you're talking about. What's it saying? It's basically from the scripture reference, Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. It says, "You are the light of the world." Well, let's go. Okay. I want to be the light. How you doing, Cammie? Good to see you. Did I say hello earlier? But I'm gonna say hello again. Hello, Cammie, and all those that are in the bushes. Welcome. Thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all that are here listening, let's get into it. It says, recently a friend was very surprised to find out that prayer shawls could be crocheted as well as knitted and didn't need to be made from a certain brand of yarn. God blesses hookers too. We have made shawls out of fleece as well. Yeah, praying can be done while tying knots in fleece, as well as knitting or crocheting yarn. One of the local churches has a group of ladies that piece together a lap rope top from fabric and then have different people tie it with yarn and pray while they are doing it. It is the prayerful attitude in which the shawl, lap robe, or blanket is made. That is the key to purpose. That is the key purpose of the item. So Jesus was very inclusive in his ministry here on earth. Yeah. He reached out to poor, rich and poor, slave or free man, men and women, old and young alike. They didn't all receive him or welcome him, but he reached out to them all equally. It is so easy for us to get caught up in our holy huddles of people who believe like we do, behave like we do, think like we do, and not reach out to others. In Genesis chapter 11, the people after the flood decided to build a tower and live closely together and not be scattered over the face of the earth. God confused their language so they couldn't understand each other and scattered them all over the earth. God certainly wants us to have friends and close relationships, but it certainly broadens our world to have friends from different backgrounds, religions, etc. We need to be willing to step out of our comfort zone. I agree. A word of caution would be to surround ourselves with strong Christian relationships that help us to hold ourselves accountable to our Lord. Look at what diversity Jesus' disciples were from. Tax collectors and fishermen were some of their occupations that we know of. Jesus was the son of a carpenter. We are to be salt and light in this world. Our making of shawls in whatever fabric or yarn, and whether knitted or crocheted, is our way of reaching out to others. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, that was from here. It's called Diversity. That was our devotion today. Prayer Shawl Ponderings. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into what we're working on today. Hello, Bernat. Welcome in. He said, hey, Bernat, what's happening? Then we got Roseanne Alexandra. Hello, welcome in. Good to see you. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. What we doing? We are working on, this is a blessing blanket that I'm making for my good friend. And I'll show you where I stopped off. I think you might get a kick out of this, but this was definitely when you're working with this particular type of yarn, um, your eyes got to be all the way open with it for sure. But let me show you. Let me show you where I'm at with it. This is the snow capped Mosaic stitch crochet blanket, and making this for a good friend as a blessing blanket for my dear friend who recently bought a house. So let me show you where I am with this. I just started, and so I think you would like this. You might like it. I'll make myself small so you can get a kick out of this today, right now. All right, let's go. Let me slide that over just a bit and this up just a smidge. All right, here we go. This is so pretty. This is, all right, so this is we're working on the first panel, and I did the mosaic. This is the mosaic portion of it. So you start off with the mosaic pattern first. And so you end up doing two sets of this. You do this, you repeat this twice. Or let's see, you do it once and then you do it again. So yeah, so you do it 2 times. So I stopped here. This is where I'm at with it. I was like, okay, we good. And let me show you where we are with it. So if this is something that you might be interested in, feel free to grab this pattern. This is a Yarnspirations, a Mikey pattern, so to speak, or Yarnspirations pattern. But Mikey, he kind of facilitates how to make this wonderful thing. Isn't it beautiful? That's what it's gonna be. This is where we are right now, and this yarn is beautiful. It is the velvet yarn, and it also comes with this, which is, here's the repeat pattern that I was talking about. So this is it. So so you repeat, not from the setup, you repeat from the actual design. Once you start the design, you repeat rows 1 through 8 on here. And then after that, we get into the bobbin row. But we're going to stop right here. And we're going to keep on moving on. I don't know. I'm just going to keep going with this, and let's see where I'm at on this. It looks like, oh, I just have to I feel around and see where I'm at. Okay, so we are now at the using the white yarn. Yeah. So I've been using stitch markers for this. It's pretty cool. And this is going to be a beautiful blessing blanket for my good friend. Hoping, oh, I don't even have the light on. All right, now the light's on. But it's so beautiful. I love it. I love how it feels. It's so soft, y'all. This is, I mean, the softest. I love it. So now we're going to work on row number, let's see, I stopped at 8, which is this, and we go back to row 1, so to speak. So with that being said, let's see. I think that's right. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we come in here and we do our double crochets in there. Let's see. I got to see where I'm at with it. It looks like, let me see where it tells me to repeat the rows. So when you do that portion, you get to row 8. And so the next row is, and then it says repeat. Yeah, it says these rows, okay. These 8 rows for mosaic pattern. Then it says repeat 1 through 8 rows once more. So that's what I have to do. Repeat these rows once more. And so I finished with this color. Let's see, where am I? 1, 2. I always kind of feel around and see where I'm at with this. Right. So we'll go ahead and get jiggy with it. So yep, I did that, and then I go here. And I just kind of feel, sometimes it's hard to see when you have this beautiful yarn that you're working with. So basically what I did was I did rows 1, let's see, I do believe I did 1 through 3. It's like, oh, I see what I did. Okay. So I'm actually on row 3. I did finish rows 1 through 3. 1 through 2. So I have to, let me go back here. Let's go back and we'll make sure we get this right. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is 4. And then we come here. So I did 1 through 2 already, which is this row and this row. So now we're on row 3, which is going to be 4 single crochets. So I did 1, that's 2, and that's 3, and this is 4. Once we do that, then we chain 2, 1 and 2. We skip 2, 1 and 2, and we come here. Let's see. Let me make sure I got that right. I feel like I'm missing a stitch for some reason. Let me make sure I got this right. For some reason, I feel like I'm missing a stitch, but we're going to make sure this is right, family. Let me even start from over here. Okay. Oh. Okay, I had to go here. So, yeah. I'll bring this over. So we'll go ahead and get started with this one. 2, 3. So once you do 1 and 2, you come here and then you do oh, no wonder I'm getting it all wrong. We got to go down in here. We go down in here and we begin. There we go. 1. There I go again. So you come down to the third row, and that's where you pick up your stitch here. For some reason, I feel like I got more stitches than I need, and I probably do. So I'm going to take this back. We're going to make sure we got this 100%. I need to make sure that that last row that I finished here is all I need it to be, which was row 2. So I'm going to make sure that we got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 stitches here. Okay. Sometimes you got to go back to make sure you're doing the things you're supposed to do. And there is nothing wrong with that, family. Nothing wrong with it at all. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And 8. Yeah, I was in the right spot. I don't know how I missed that. But anyway, this is 8. So with this being 8, then we bring up this color. And then we get ready to and we continue to bring this up. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we skip these 2. And then oh, wait a minute. This is no. This is supposed to be, let's see. Oh. Let me see. Make sure I got this right. 1 and 2. I'm glad y'all are here with me. Make sure I'm doing this right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is supposed to be 6. What am I doing? Did I stop at 4? I did. It's supposed to be 6. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. I don't know why I was thinking it was 4. It wasn't. It's 6. 1 and 2. Supposed to be here. There we go. I'm doing it right now, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. It was right the first time. I was like, where am I? I'm good. So then we go. One. Let's do that over. Why am I doing that? So you go inside here like so. One. And then here. And this is two. Oops. There we go. And then you do 1 and 2. You skip these two, 1 and 2, and then you come here. And it's 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you chain 2. And you do the same here. Yep, I don't know how I got all discombobulated, but I did. Child, sometimes it happened. My brain be going, what happened in these streets? What we doing? That's 1. Yeah, so you can see, but you can see where we started. Let me see if I can show you. Okay. We can go ahead and I'm just going to put this in the first stitch on this end. I'm telling you what, stitch markers are a friend of mine. So that's what we do. So with this, you go down to the 3rd row and you go into that single crochet and you bring it to the front, right? And you do your double crochets. But that's how you do it. Yep. And then you chain 2, 1 and 2. And sometimes, our stitches get lost behind these double crochets. So you got to make sure you find it. Here it is right here. There it is. That stitch right there. 1, 2. So we skip 2, 1 and 2. And we come here and we do 6 again. And you just repeat this going down the row here. Let me bring this over. My yarn and got all caught up with the other one, with the gray. It's like, oh, we family out here in these streets. Uh-huh. I see what you're doing. But we're going to get it. We're going to get it together, fam. Don't worry. We're going to get it together. Not sure why it wants to be all looped in with this. We're not. It is crazy out here. Oh, I'm having the time with this yarn today. It was fine last week. I had it all nice and smoothed out. We was good to go. This gray want to be in here with the family. We ain't doing all that. We just going to pull it on out this way. Not sure how it got caught up in there, but it certainly did. But it's all right. The thing is, it's so soft. It's easily tangled sometimes. I try to keep them separate from each other. I want them to be friends, but sometimes they just need to be separated from each other. All right, so you go sit over there. We're going to sit right here. Here, just have a seat over there. And then this, we're going to sit this right here. We're going to sit that guy right there. All right, we getting it going. Listen, I'm telling you what, thank y'all for your patience, because sometimes when you got to have little conversation with the yarn, you really do sometimes. I'm glad y'all here. Y'all see I'll be going through my little stuff. But it's gonna be a blessing in the end. Good gracious. Go sit down. I'm just talking to the yarn. Don't mind me. I'm just telling it to have a few seats over there. Yeah, go sit over there. Yeah, go on and sit. Go sit over there. All right. Am I the only one that goes through this mess? Sometimes yes, no, maybe. All right. We getting it. Here we come. We getting it, fam. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this was doing just fine. And then all of a sudden, it got crazy out here in these streets. We was doing just fine. So what is in y'all's cup today? Oh, you said maybe. You said maybe, Roseanne. Sometimes it happens, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes yarn barf happens and it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta work it out and have the patience to work it out. How about that? I think that's the thing. Having the patience to work it out. When you start messing with these delicate yarns, these beautiful specialty yarns, I'm telling you. And that's what I call this velvet yarn. I call it a specialty yarn. People may not think it's special, but child, it's special. I don't know if you see it over here being special. It is over here doing what it want to do. I need it to get its complete and utter life. Okay. We coming. We coming back, fam. We coming. All right. All right. No, you sit. Oh, just okay. Yep. Sometimes you just got to tell it to go on and sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. There we go. All right. We back in business, family. We are back in business. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. 100%. So what we're doing is we're working on the Mosaic. This is the Mosaic, the snowcap Mosaic stitch blanket, crochet blanket, but I call it a blessing blanket because for my good friend. All right, there we go. So where are we? So we do the same all the way across. That's the thing about this. Once you get a hang of it, you can do it. You said I'm drinking water staring while starting the crochet cloud orbs blanket. Oh, let's go. Yes. I love that. Mm-hmm. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we chain 2. We skip 2 and we come down to the third row where those single crochets are, and you go inside and you bring it to the front and you do a double crochet, just 1 and 2, and chain 2, and then you skip 2, 1, 2, and then you do 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oops, get in there. Hello, Ashley's. Welcome in. Then you chain 2, 1 and 2. Then you come here and you do your double crochet the third row, the bottom third row into those single crochets. Yep. The thing is, you don't do anything with those chain spaces. See, it's going to look different on each side. So, yep. Welcome in, Ashley. What you working on today? What's in your cup? What you drinking? So 1 and 2, you skip 2, 1, 2, and then you start here, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1 and 2, chain 2, you skip 2, and you come down in here, down to the third row, grab that single crochet and put your double crochet in there. Bring that to the front of your project. Yep. Let's try that again. That was weird. Let's try again. All right. 1, 2. Here we go. See, it's coming out nicely. It is really coming out. You said, I'm having chicken tenders, Colby Jack cheese, and honey mustard on a tortilla with lemon iced tea to drink for lunch. Oh, that sounds great. That sounds great. Then we chain 2, 1 and 2. And then we skip 2. So 1, 2, and then you start here, and then you do 6 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you chain 2, and you come here, down to the bottom, grab that single crochet to put a double crochet, bringing it to the front. Yes. I hope this makes sense. Let me see if I can. Oops, sorry about that. Let's bring it up just a little bit more. Oh no. Every time I move it just a little bit, it like goes crazy. It'll be back on. There it goes. All right. I just want to make sure you can see what I'm doing a little bit more. All right. So then we chain 2, 1 and 2. We skip 2, 1 and 2. And then you come in this stitch here, the third stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once you do that, did we do that right? I feel like I didn't do it right. Let's go back. Okay, sometimes you got to find. Remember I told you they be hiding, these stitches be hiding back in the cut. They do. They hide behind your double crochet here. So let me make sure that this is the one that I need. Okay, 1, 2. Then we come here and we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we should. I feel like am I missing? Did I do it wrong? I feel like I'm missing something here. Okay, here we go. We're going to try this again, child. I know that lunch does sound amazing, doesn't it? Oh, that is right. Okay, we was right. We was right there. All right. 1, 2. We was wrong. Oh my gosh. I need to get my life all the way together. Family, just pray for me. All right. Same thing. They be hiding behind here. So that's 1 and 2. And then this is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. I was, man, 1 and 2. You skip these 2 and you come down here and you grab these 2. 1. Let me show you. I don't know if I'm showing you this right. So this is so you see where you have where you created the chain spaces here. You never go in the chain spaces at all. You go beneath them and you go into the single crochet at the bottom. And so that's what I'm doing here. So you go in through both loops and then you go get in front of those double crochet, get in front of those chain spaces. And then you do your double crochet. 1 and 2. See, they're back here. You never go into these at all. You chain 2, 1 and 2. And here we go. So this is 1, 2, and then we come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Same thing, chain 2. And you come down here. This is where the double crochets begin. 1 and 2. That lunch does sound amazing. I had some lentil chili soup. 1 and 2. Let's see, make sure. Yep, 1, 2. There we go. I had some lentil chili soup. Yep. It's 2. And it was good. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And what I did was I had some pita bread, the nice light and soft pita bread, and some hummus. Oh my gosh, it is so good, y'all. 1 and 2. So we skip these 2 here. 1 and 2. There we go. And we chain 2, 1, 2. Skip these 2, 1 and 2. And we come here. 1, 2. Oops. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Same thing, chain 2, 1, 2. Skip these 2, 1 and 2. And you come down here. And you do your double crochets here. It was really good. I'm going to tell you what, that soft pita bread is the best. I love hummus. And it had like a cucumber and a slice of tomato and a whole pitted Greek olive in the middle. It was good. It was good. I love hummus. Hummus isn't my husband's favorite thing, but guess what? He likes chickpeas, which is interesting because hummus ain't nothing but chickpeas. And you come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6. And you chain 2. And you come here. Yep. We're moving and grooving. We're finally getting our life all the way back together again, family. It was crazy for a second. I ain't gonna kid you. I ain't telling you no story. It was crazy. So here we go. And we do a chain 2, 1 and 2. 1 2, we skip those 2, and we come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2. You said that's right. One way to sort of healthy. Yeah, it is. It is. 1, 2, you skip those 2, and then you come in here. See these down here is our single crochets, and that's where we come in here and do the double crochets over top of those chain spaces that we have that's sitting out there wide open west. Yeah, we just go down to that third row, and so that's what it's looking like. And then we chain 2, 1 and 2, and then you got to make sure you 1, 2. Okay, now we come here and we start 1, 2. Hello, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll take this out, and that's 6 right there. Welcome in, Butter Roll. Good to see you. Butter Roll Boutique is here as well. All right, so this is where we are. So let me show you this is the pattern that you repeat. You repeat this. This is the pattern that you repeat over and over again. Let me show you where I'm at. So I just did row 1 right here. And we did the 6. We did the chain 2. We did our 2 double crochets. And then we did the chain 2. Now we're on row 2 and going backwards. This is where we don't do any double crochets at all. So one row is going to have the double crochets. The other row is not going to have the double crochets. Thank you so much. So you're going to do like 6. So when we go back, we're going to 6. Then we're going to do a chain 2. And then we're going to do 2 single crochets on top of those double crochets that was there. And then we're going to chain 2. So that's going to be a repeat. So whenever you start diving into this mosaic space, and you want to do this particular mosaic pattern, this is how it works. It works like your first row is going to have, this is the first row. Okay, let me show you. So this is the setup row. You're always going to do your setup row first. This is the setup row. Once you do this setup row, you don't revisit that setup row again. You just repeat rows 1 through 8. They put row 9 up here, but row 9 is actually row 1. So they're just saying you're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then here's 1. This is actually goes back to this one. It's the exact same, exactly the same. So you don't have to worry about that. But always remember, when you have your 2 chain 2s already down in here, you always going to do the double crochets in those spaces, okay, down underneath those chain spaces. Now that we're here, when we get here, we don't do double crochets at all. We just do the chain spaces and single crochets through that row. So you have one row where you'll have double crochets, the other row you will not. That's just the way this pattern works. So let me show you. All right. So we're going to go ahead and turn this work. Chain 1 and turn. And in this stitch, y'all know I like using my stitch markers. Why? Because they best friends. They are best friends. Best friends. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put 1 stitch here and go ahead and put this. I should have used the bigger ones because I have just got these bigger ones, y'all. I feel like sometimes the bigger ones might be better. You know what I mean? Let me just use these bigger ones. Let me show you. I love the clover ones. Let me show you how big this is. Oh, it has its own little pouch, y'all. Look how cute. It's a pouch of big ones. Yeah. Hey, Gizmo. It's a pouch of big ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the bigger ones. Look how big this is compared to this little teeny tiny one. Look at that. Wowzers. So it's just easier. I'll use the big one. Yep. Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm here for it. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So now we need to do 6 single crochets, chain 2, 2 2 single crochets, and chain 2. So that's how we do this row. So I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So guess what? We're at that chain 1, the chain 2 space down here. So we do another, we repeat this part. We do this is going to look exactly like this part, except for when we get here. See, instead of doing, see, this was the double crochet on that side. Instead of doing that, we're going to come in here and we're going to do 2 single crochets on top of those stitches. 1, 2 on top of those double crochet stitches. Then we chain 2, 1, 2, and then we come back in here. We get jiggy with it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's get in there. And then chain 2, 1, 2, and then we single crochet on the top of these 2 stitches. These 1 and 2. Then we chain 2, 1, 2, and just keep going. Same thing. So you just repeat that. So once you get into, if you ever get into doing mosaic, this is it. It's really easy. When you're using this fancy smancy yarn, sometimes it's hard to see the stitches, but once you get used to it, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. This row is always the quickest row. I always get done with this row faster. I don't know why I got to think so much when I'm on the double crochet row. You know what I'm saying? My brain be like, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, oop, pardon me. I already did that part. Why are we doing that? It's like, well, I already did that. Okay. Sorry. That's what happened when I be talking. Child. Whew. Let's see. Okay. We almost there. All right, here we are. But that's how I be. I be chatting it up, child. Now, let me show you the difference from the front to the back. Okay. So you see how the back is? You should never have a double crochet coming out of this side at all. On the opposite side, the reverse side, there should never be a double crochet that comes through those spaces. You should never see it. It should just be straight across, almost kind of like a wavy effect because of the chain spaces here we have. Okay. But when you flip it over, bam. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's what we're supposed to be doing in these streets, family. Yeah. All right. So this is chain 2. Mm-hmm. One and 2. Chain 2. Then you do 6 again. And 6. Then chain 1, 2. 1 and 2. Right on top of those double crochets. Yep. Yep, this row ends up being pretty easier, so to speak. All right, and chain 2. Whoops, 1 and 2. Yep, so if you ever get a chance to work on a project like this, it's so nice. Once you, like I said, once you start getting into this bougie yarn, yeah, you'll be bougieing it on up right there. It's nice though. I love it. I love how it feels. It's so soft. And chain 2. And 6, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And 3. Oh, yes, I got a little ways to go. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I should chain 2. Go on top of those double crochet stitches with the single crochets, then chain 2. 1 and 2. Oh, and 3 and 4. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, once you get used to doing this, it gets easy. I told you this, when you're dealing with this special yarn, it'll be acting special sometimes, but it's still worth it. It's so soft, it don't even matter. It unravels pretty quickly. Yeah, it unravels pretty doggone quickly. So 1 and 2. Come over top of these 2. 1 and 2. And chain 2. And then start with our 1. 2. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here we go. Chain 2. 1 and 2. There we go. And chain 2. Come in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 2. You go over top of that 1 and 2. I'm going to change this one out too. I'm going to put the bigger one here as well. Bigger stitch markers. 1, 2. And 1 there. 2, 3, 4, 5. And this last one. This is where we change colors, family. Is 6. So go like so. And we bring this up and we finish that out. This is where we change colors. Now, let me show you what that looks like where we are. So we just did rows 1 and 2. We completed those. Now we're on 3. And what 3 is looking like, it's like I got 4 single crochets, then I have to chain 2, and then I have to do 2 double crochets then single crochet, 2 single crochets, and then 2 double crochets again. Then we're going to go back and create those chain 2 spaces. I know it's like it's a level of concentration, but if you want, when you get these patterns, feel free to write on them. You see what I did? I put like 6 right there, so I don't have to worry about it too much. 2, 4, you know what I mean? I did all the things. I was like, okay, what I'm doing out here on these streets. Oh, this is 2, and then this was 2. That's what it was supposed to be, a 2 right there. But anyway, that's what I did. That's what I did. So once you get the hang of it, it gets easier. So let me turn this around, and we're going to put okay, don't you be in the way. I'm talking to this yarn right here. Let's make them switch spaces. You go sit over there. You have a seat over there, and we're going to get jiggy with this over here. Yes. So now that we've done that, I do kind of carry this yarn up because I know I'm going to be using it eventually. So I do carry it up a little bit, and I'm talking about the white one, and then pull it to the back, and then I come here and I do my single crochet. So let's put another big one in there. Let's use a bright color. Let's get the bright color ones. Okay, way down at the bottom. Come on, just give me one of those. There we go. And we'll put these up. These big ones are nice. I got these from, I think I got these from Michael's. No, I got these from Hobby Lobby. And let me just do 2 right here. Hey, Teddy, buddy, I'm going to need you to relax. So we already did 2, so let's go ahead and put that in there. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then right here, once we get here, this is where we do our chain 2, 1 and 2. And then we skip 2, 1, 2. And guess what? We're here. Now we have to put the double crochets in. So we come down to the grays and we start the double crochets right in here. Hold on a second. Pull some of this nice, soft, fluffy yarn out. It's so nice. I know everybody doesn't always like working with velvet, or what's it called? Velvet yarn. That's what I call it. Because it says it right there, crushed velvet. Some people call it Chanel yarn. It's velvet to me. It's velvety soft. We go 2, and then after we do that, we do single crochets. Make sure I'm right. Yep, 1. We just do 2 single crochets right here. And then we're back at that space again where we put in 2. Remember I told you these be hiding. They be hiding out here. They hide behind. Sometimes these single crochets hide behind those double crochets that you did in the previous row. So you just got to go down there and get it. Be like, we right here. We right here. You just move those back and go get the ones you're supposed to have. Yeah. And you crochet those over top. Like so. See? Now that we did that, now I have to chain 2. 1, 2. And so we got 2 right here. 1, 2. And then we come here. Let's see. And we put 2, 1, and 2. Then we come here and then we chain 2, 1, 2, and then you know what's next. We got to do the double crochets here. Yep. 1 and 2. And then we do, let's see, where are we? Is it this here? Yep. After we do that, we come here and we put 2, 1, and 2. And then guess what? Guess what we do now? Now we come in here. And we go, we put 2, 1, and 2. Okay, I think that's what we have to do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. There's this. Here. 1 here. Here. Then we come here. This is where all the fun begins. We go 1 and 2. And we go 1, 2. I believe that's it. Let's make sure. Yep. 1 and 2. And we do it again. We go 1 and 2. And then we come back down here. So we skip these 2. We come down here. One and 2. It's like you got to go in there and get those stitches, child. They be in there. They be in here. They just be hiding sometimes. But you see how it's coming out? It's coming out nicely. So. And we put 2 here. 1 and 2. Oh, sorry about that. Nope. That's not what we do. We do a chain 2. Then we chain 2. 1, 2. And we skip 1 and 2. And we come down here. There we go. 1 and 2. Wait a minute. Oh, that was right. I have these 2, and then I come here, and I do 2 single crochets here. Sorry about that. 1, 2. Then we come here, and we go. It's like, are we in here? Yeah, here we go. Okay. They be hiding. These stitches like to hide, family, when you're doing this part here. So the next time you see me, we should be ready to do the bobble stitch row. So I'm going to finish this one offline. I actually have to go because I have somewhere I have to be for a little bit, and then I will be back and see you all next week. But listen, this is fun. This is fun. This is one of those blankets you'll be praying and you'll be like, Lord, let's get this going. Let's. Mhm. So I hope you all are having a great rest of your day. Enjoy your day. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. I appreciate your time. So may the Most High bless you all and may heaven smile upon you. I actually have to go. I have a meeting. So y'all stay encouraged. And I will catch you in the next one. All right. So may the Most High bless you. And may heaven smile upon every last one of y'all. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. Remember to be kind and keep getting jiggy with crochet. Until next time, fam. Bye.